Welcome to the Final Fantasy XV Weapon Guide, a series showcasing each weapon class's repertoire of attacks and highlighting their strengths and weaknesses. Today, we'll be talking about Greatswords. I've done my best to find everything I could, but if I'm missing something, please mention it in a comment and I'll add it in the description, an annotation, or in a follow-up video. I'm doing my best to avoid as many spoilers as possible, so most footage will be from the early game or training room. Greatswords are your weapon of choice when you need to show squishy enemies who's boss, or when you need to take it to a lumbering giant of a foe. You are extremely vulnerable when attacking, especially during the awful horizontal slash attacks, but a smart fighter makes use of the special properties of the class's attacks to create a surprisingly good hit-and-run playstyle. Many of your attacks stagger and knock down less sturdy opponents, leaving them in vulnerable state, prey to your heavier-hitting, slower strikes. Pay close attention to your enemy's openings to choose which of your attacks are best to exploit. If you use it well, Greatswords can be effective even against the most nimble of enemies. Warp Opener is an incredibly strong opening move and ridiculously fast for its power. The damage is crushing and often makes quick work of small to medium-sized enemies. If it doesn't, then you've gotten in range for the following Blitz combo, which is designed to take down whatever's immediately in front of you. Between this and your Warp Strike, you should have no problem closing the gap. Finisher, otherwise known as Tempest, is functionally the AoE version of Warp Opener or Forward Attack. Multiple smaller enemies in your way? Mow them down. Tempest is also good in case your last attack knocked the opponent out of range, or the attack was just a little short. Away Attack is situational due to being a charge move, but since the enemies that don't get knocked down by your other strikes are often slow to attack themselves, this is good for taking them down. This move has some armor on it, so you can tank through light hits and deliver a crushing blow. Unfortunately, it takes some study time to know what enemies are capable of piercing your armor. Blitz combo is notable not for being awesome, but for a strange property it has. As long as the first horizontal slash comes out, the final two hits of the Blitz finale are stored and ready to go if you switch off of the Greatsword to another weapon and back. This effectively means that a skilled user can make use of another weapon's mobility, such as the sword's away attack or the dagger's side attack, to avoid a counterattack from your opponents and still get the stronger finale attack of the Greatsword out. Do beware that if you enter a combo string with any other weapon, the storage of the Blitz finale is removed. Make sure you only do single attacks with whatever weapon you switch to. Thank you for watching this edition of the Final Fantasy XV Weapon Guide. I hope you gained some valuable insight that will help you survive your journey in Eos, and I hope to see you next time, where we'll learn a whole lot more.